What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's a great day. I'm getting everything ready for the heads and cam installation on this car. I'm super excited. I have had this car for about a month and a half now. I've been doing some minor modification. I did the wheels and tires. We did the brakes on it. I did the centric rotors and the AX6 Carwatech pads. Did some exterior stuff, cleaned it up, and basically got everything ready to make the car drive well. Still waiting on window tint. Got all the interior stuff done, as I thought you guys might have seen other videos. Got the shifter done. It's a core shifter. Feels like a hearse basically. I did the anti-venom mod, used 2 washers, and it loosened it up enough where it goes in the gears well. I like it better. Still need to adjust this window before I tint it. Need to bring it back just a hair. It's stopping about right here. Needs to come back just a little farther, just so I can seal that up. You can see it right here. Needs to come back just a hair, so it'll seal up a little bit better in the rain, or not in the rain, I guess. On the highway rather. So show you one other thing I added real quick. Nothing real major, but it's I guess worth mentioning. So the buddy of mine that's doing the heads cam on it, I figured to go ahead and put the SLP Blackwing intake in there. So it's down in there. It was super simple. Just popped out the old one, popped that one in. There's videos online how to do that. So yeah, everything will pretty much look the same, except for it'll make a whole lot more power. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the setup that's going to be on the car. So the car will get the LS6 intake. I washed it, cleaned it up, just put the gaskets on the back, new foam. Still letting it drip some water out of it. Probably turn it over in a minute, blow it out with air. And here is the pile of parts. So you can see all sorts of stuff here, and that's everything that's going to go in this car. So let me tell you a little bit about the combination. So back when I had the Firebird not too long ago, I had bought a set of $7.99 heads. Actually, I guess I didn't buy those. They came off of a motor. It came off of a 5.3 that I was going to do, and I changed my mind. I ended up not doing a turbo build on that car. So I had those $7.99s. I set them up to run on the Firebird as an NA setup, and I changed my mind. They are stock 799s that have been cleaned up. They've been milled 30 thousandths, and so I ended up saving the camshaft from that build that I didn't use, and I went with a Jegs basic, you know, sloppy stage 2 228 230 cam. A lot of people run it. It's like 260 bucks, super cheap. And I had those ported stage 2.5 PRC 5.3 heads that I found real cheap that I ran on that car. And so I kept the 799s, and I kept that cam, and I built and put together the heads cam combination. I say heads cam, basically stock heads that have been milled, and cam for this car is going to be the setup I was going to run on the Firebird. So I'm really curious to see what it'll make on this car. It should make really good power. Going to the trouble to do the crank scraper again like I did on that car from Improved Racing. I'm doing oil pan baffles like I did on that car from Improved Racing. Just trying to set it up to turn, just like I did on the Firebird, but this car I'm going to keep and hold on to and get more into. So you know, did a lot of little odds and end parts. I ordered a different radiator cap over there, overflow cap. It's been acting kind of weird. Ordered a 160 thermostat. I'm showing you the motor, but helping me remember things. They're in boxes over there. Gonna run that intake like I mentioned, air intake, LS6 intake manifold, those heads. Gonna do the Trunnion setup on those rockers that are in this motor right now. Gonna keep the accessories where they are, not moving anything around there. I'm doing some headers that I found. I really wanted to run Speed Engineering headers, but they've been out of stock for a long time. They aren't going to be in stock for another month. So I wanted to go ahead and get something on the car and get this going. So I found some eBay headers The guy that's doing the install for me knows how to weld, so if they don't match up or have problems, he can massage them, fix them, put new flanges on, do V-bands if I want, whatever. So we'll see how things match up. What else? Let's see. I found a really good deal on a twin disc clutch that's going to go in here. So basically he's going to pull the motor out, he's going to do the clutch, he's going to put the motor on a stand, he's going to do the heads and cam, basically front and rear, gaskets on it. Obviously the main reason to taking this whole thing apart is the balancer. This one's wobbling, so it'll get a Trickflow race style balancer. It's an SFI balancer that they sell. Wanted to go with the Summit one, but it's been out of stock too, so I'm going to do just stock diameter. Eventually in the future I might put a blower on it. The cam's not really a blower cam, but I think it should make the power I want to make. I'm thinking stock bottom end on this, if it'll live. You know, it'll be good for hopefully 600, 650 maybe. I'm hoping this combination makes at least 430 wheel horsepower and 415, 420 torque. The same combination that I'm mimicking that came, that was in an F body I saw in LS1 Tech through a 12 bolt in an F body, made 432 horse and like 417 torque, so to the wheels. So I'm hoping in a Corvette it'll make even more power, just because they tend to do well with dynos, and the rear mount transmission I think helps with power, you know, getting the power to the wheels, so less drivetrain loss. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything to him. Put the intake back in that box right there. It's up there, like I said, it's drying out, and hopefully get everything back this weekend. Dropping it off on a Wednesday, hoping I can have it back by this weekend. We'll see how everything goes. The heads are in that big box with P2 on it. There's fluid in those boxes. I'm going to do a tick bleeder, basically a speed bleeder, clutch bleeder with a line on it, you know, to be able to change the clutch fluid easier. I'm doing the transmission fluid while he has it apart, doing the obviously new coolant. It'll get new, I'm having to change out the rear diff fluid. Trying to think, just maintenance stuff. Everything's going to be apart. I figured I might as well do that stuff while he's got it. I think that's everything. So I'm super excited. I didn't think it was going to go this fast. Things moved a little faster than I was thinking that they would. I really thought this would be done, you know, by the fall, maybe winter this year. It's going to happen a lot sooner. So I still got those sway bars are supposed to come in today. The C6 Z51 bars, they were a couple weeks out. I'm going to get those put on hopefully today before I take it. If not, I'll just do it when I get the car back. Yeah, just going to be tuned on 91. Nothing crazy. Hopefully make some good power. So the guy that's doing this car is different from the last one. He's going to do just a basic street tune on it. He'll actually put a base tune in. I'll drive around for like 500 miles, change the oil, and then he'll do you know, more pulls on it, either on the street or maybe just go to a dyno. You can get a dyno in dyno time pretty cheap, and he won't charge me anymore, so I'll probably do that just to get a number on it and get some air fuel on it. So anyway, I'm just excited to get the car going. Been great so far. Haven't done a whole lot with it. Haven't really been able to get into the throttle just because of the balancer. I've got it to about 3,500 RPM, just kind of putting it around, having fun with it, just driving it when I can, just enjoying it. I love these shocks, how the car rides better now with the DRM Bilsteins I put on there. It'll turn even better with when I get the sway bars on. Eventually I'll do different steering wheel. Just trying to knock out the stuff I know that I really want to do, and I think it'll be, you know, a lot of fun. This car is a great start. Hopefully once he dives into it, everything will be fine in the motor. It's looked good to me so far. Yeah, it's getting put together real easy, and you know, all said and done, I'll have, who knows, I mean, I'll have a decent amount of money in it, but I mean, if I would have bought the car, it would have cost me that, and this way it's exactly what I want. So got it cheap, put the stuff in I want, and I'm still making out, actually profiting from the fiber that I sold, so that's pretty cool. I am sitting here in front of the CPN tag agency back there, getting the tag on the car. I'm Potawatomi Indian, or at least like a pinky toe worth. So I come out here to Shawnee, Oklahoma, and get my tags through them. Saves me the tax, so it's a whole lot cheaper. Anyway, so I'm sitting here waiting for them to call me and let me know the plate and everything is ready. They process everything here locally, and it takes them a little bit. So anyway, I'm sitting here in the car. Kind of a weird thing happened. I got that cold air intake on, and I left that air line just loose. Didn't think it would cause any trouble. I actually plugged the hole with the thing that they send with the kit. It's basically a grommet and a plug that goes in and tells you a rough idea of the life of that filter. Well, the hole in the cold air intake was plugged, but the line was wide open, and I'm guessing maybe that has to do something with vacuum. I didn't think it would. I thought it'd be the intake itself that I plugged. So anyway, I tried to start the car to leave, and it started, and I backed it out of the garage, and all of a sudden it dies. It dies. I'm thinking, okay, no sputter, no shudder, no weirdness, just dead. So I thought, okay, that's odd. So I started up again, clutch it, reverse, nothing. Like, as soon as I give it gas in reverse, it dies. So I thought, okay, must be something I caused. So rigged up the airline with a fitting I had, zip tied it up, and the grommet stuck in the grommet. It's like it was actually a fuel fitting that I had. Stuck it in the grommet, and then I basically zip tied the hose on top of that, so it'll make me make do. And here I am. It started and it ran just fine after that. I thought that was really odd, but anyway, I guess the airline is hooked up to something. I thought it was just like an air pump thing, and I didn't think it had to hold any vacuum or anything, but I guess it does. So anyway, I'm out here getting the tag. Once I leave here with the tag, I'm taking the car to the shop that's doing the work on the car. I'm just going directly from here. It's a little closer. It's about 35-40 minutes away from here. If I drove from my house, it's an hour. So I thought, well, I'm already out this way. I'm just going to go on back south and drop the car off. So my dad's meeting me there. He's got his car full of most of the parts. I've got some in the back of this thing, and we're going to get started on it. So I'm excited. Hopefully have the car back here in just a few days. I hope it doesn't change the drivability much. This thing is obviously stock. It's fun to drive, easy to drive. Hope the clutch does okay. It's a twin disc Monster LT1S clutch, a lightly used jobber that he actually had through a customer that was selling it. So hopefully that works okay. It's got a tick adjustable master on it now. This car does, so I'm going to keep that, and hopefully the pedal feel will be about the same. Shifter shouldn't need to move. It's good. Nothing's moving there, but he is doing the clutch. He will be doing the cam. He'll do the headers that we talked about, those eBay ones. Hopefully they'll work out. The heads, lots of little odds and ends, some seals, some gaskets. Need a little dumbbell in the back for the oil. Basically all the full shebang on the oil system that I can do. Crank scraper, pan baffles, everything I talked about before. So hoping that it makes good power, and hopefully it's solid. Hopefully it's reliable and doesn't have any big issues. So I'm excited to get this thing going, like I mentioned, and stick around and I'll show you some video. That's it for now. I'll report back as soon as I get the car back and get some walk around video, idle video, all that good stuff, and hopefully some power numbers before too long. So subscribe, like the video if you enjoy this, and keep checking us out for more Corvette LS related content. Thanks, have a good day.